really in these streets though. 206 Marshawn Lynch, I'm in beast mode. Drop a body and one, that's a freak though. Tried to tell you I was coming, you asleep though. Nigga ain't shit sweet, no. Tell me how you living, gang. You gotta pay, I ain't.
Welcome back. It's the Hip Hop Seattle podcast. We on episode 16. It's your boy Cal Nadi.
Your boy Mr. Def, Henry 100K.
We got a special guest today, RDM.
Yeah.
Frenchyoso in the building. What's good?
All the shit, you already know.
How you feeling, brother?
Already give me a team, man. I'm
Yeah.
alright. Big coolin' and shit. Big coolin'. Fucking with that Hip Hop Seattle one time.
Yeah,
You
man.
know
It's a
somebody?
Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Yo, we gotta ask, man. You fucking with the weather today? The overcast shit, a little bit of rain. A little bit of rain for the people.
Yeah, we could do better, but
We could do better?
you know, being that it is summer, we could do better, but
We can do better.
cause I'm used to the gloomy and the you know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where we come from.
Yeah.
That's where the grit come too though. You handle. I feel like I handle business in this weather.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Moving
When it's
around and
sunny and shit, I just be wanting to be seen and just
Were
fucking
you
around
bobbing and
shit.
weaving through
Yeah.
the traffic with the traffic
We
fucking with
moving
you
around and
today?
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Getting
But,
through?
all the traffic, what, getting
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, getting
Oh,
here.
it was smooth
It
sailing.
was smooth sailing?
Smooth
Cool.
sailing. Smooth sailing.
Seattle's doing better, man.
Yeah,
Shit,
real
it's always
shit.
fucked up, but at least it was good
Real
today.
Yeah, it was clean today. I was surprised.
Hell
Smooth
yeah,
sailing.
man.
Super fast.
Smooth
So
sailing.
the weather has been good the last few days, few weeks, whatever. But we had the block party that came up, man. Couple events, a lot of shit was going on the weekend.
It was a
Actually,
busy week.
very busy weekend. I feel like everybody was fucking performing, or everybody was out doing something. I feel like
Yeah.
town was really out there showing love. But to start with the block party though, did anybody have a chance to go? You guys heard anything about it? Heard any artists that was there that you fuck with, or
I wasn't even tuned in.
not really
man.
tuned in?
I wasn't even tuned in. I was at the house with my son and shit.
Grinding. You feel me?
So that's what I be off on the weekend.
But Cal, you went out and shit. Did you fuck with anything out there? Any shows or anything?
I mean,
Cam the Mac joint.
I see. Yeah, I went to the Camden Mac release party in Baltic Room.
Baltic Room.
And that's what
I was
supposed to
definitely
go to.
present.
And that's what I was supposed to go to. Shout out to my nigga Cam too. I missed that shit.
Cam the Mac.
On account of my son, no, you can't knock me. Like I
Yeah.
said, I just be
Family,
If,
you know.
if I ain't there, it's Junior fault. When it's shit like that for my niggas though, cause I don't pop out for everybody shit. But
For sure.
you know, I told bro I was gonna pop and shit, but I had to do them daddy duties, man. You know,
Yeah.
you know
For
how that
sure.
shit go. But
We
yeah,
had,
I
we had
wanted to go though. I wanted to go. I heard it was lit.
It was definitely, man, definitely.
Mhm.
New album out now. We'll talk about that a little later. Then we had the Runoff show,
Yeah, the
Throwback
Runoff.
Northwest. They threw out the performance. It was right off the porch. It was just, it felt like a very natural show, just like, one of the, like a cipher in the street or something like that. It felt like that, but people were performing
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and obviously they had vendors there and everything. I had the opportunity to perform there as myself. Shout out Steel Lake Jake. Shout out Trey Ross. They were heavily involved in that too. So that was a cool event to go to this past weekend.
Who was spinning?
What's up?
Who was spinning? Who's the DJ?
DJ Yohines, man. Yohines was killing it, man. We had Love Jones popped out, man. Shout out to him as well.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of artists that came through, and it was just dope. But that was just an alternative. There's just so many things you could have went to that day. And for the block party, I didn't go to that, but I heard a couple things. I mean, we were kind of walking by that shit. Saw what's her name? I guess Lizzo was performing or something. Had everybody really tuned in. I guess people
Yeah,
on the
man.
street were
Yo,
fucking.
The crazy thing about that, like, we hear her vocals and we hear her performance because we literally like right outside the joint because the runoff
Right by the
was
Shell
like,
gas
right
station.
by,
What the fuck going on?
right by the Shell gas station. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I hear Shawty and I'm like, yo, she kind of nice. And then
Bro.
tell me why later that night when I looked up her shit, yo, she got that gas.
Oh, I didn't know it like
She
that.
be up playing the instruments.
Wasn't tapped in at all.
She got like 30,000 people in like
30,000.
Europe.
Oh, I thought you
like,
said
in
30,000.
unison singing her music, putting her hands up, putting her hands down. I'm like, oh, she got it.
This is a black chick?
Yeah, she a BBW though.
Swag.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Seattle, we approve.
We definitely.
And she was
approve.
killing it vocally, man. Talented, very talented, but hey, we gotta keep it 1,000, dog. Anyways, though, so Capitol Hill block party, that's done with. All that shit's done with now. We're on to the next shit now. Seattle.
Yeah, I just wanted to say though, Frenchie, how you kind of said that like the weather here, since it's never like sunny and shit, that kind of give you like that hustle mentality, that motivation. Because in any other city where they got nice weather, niggas got any day of the week to do anything they want.
Yeah.
But here in Seattle, we kind of have to motivate ourselves and get through whatever bullshit we feeling, whatever weather is outside. Because if we want to get shit done, we got to get it done ourselves.
That's true.
And I feel that kind of gives us our own little unique identity for the world. If you don't know, you're gonna know soon.
Well, it gets
That's where
dark
we
though.
coming.
Shit, Seattle does get dark. Shit, especially like fall going into winter and all that. I feel like everybody just moves differently. Everybody moves differently, period, because of the seasons and whatnot. But here in Seattle, I feel like when it's really fall, wintertime, I feel like that's a creative time. I don't know about y'all, but is the wintertime kind of a time that you kind of like go into staying in the house, obviously, because it's cold as fuck. But I feel like you go into either, if you're a creative, you're really creating a lot during that time. If you're inspired, or
Right.
and then I feel like you're planning for the next year. I don't know. A lot of people do things like that where they'll plan in the fall winter time, and they'll go and release and go crazy in the spring and summertime. You feel me? But for Seattle, like we really have to wait until the summer for us to get consistent sun, because we don't get it like that. It might rain on a fucking Monday, be sunny on a Tuesday, snow on a Thursday.
Right.
Fucking, it's just weird, man. It's crazy. But anyways, to get off
Got
that
dressed
topic,
for all of that.
hell yeah, man. But though, aside from that, but talking about the city and everything, to keep an image in Seattle, what does it take to be relevant? What do you have to do? Do you have to be consistent in something, or can you just hop around to different things? But what do you have to do to stay relevant and have people fuck with you?
Before we answer that, we got our opinions on that. What do we mean by relevant?
Relevant
Exactly.
as far as like being active in the city where people are seeing you out or hearing that your content is being well received, or just even being received by more people than because some people might just like, I haven't heard of him, he might not be anything, but it's like a lot of people have a lot of shit going on, whether you know about it or not. It's just
Right.
it hasn't got to you yet, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say relevant, just if you're if you're putting in work and you're doing shit on the daily and you're really putting in time into this, I don't give a fuck where people are not posting you, or if they're posting you or not. You're relevant, you're working, you're doing something consistently. But I think on this level, if we're talking about our city, how do you get into that stratosphere where people are like booking you for shows or something like that, or you're getting opportunities to get on certain platforms? It would take an artist that's actually putting an effort in. You don't just get in the city and just think that you're just gonna, oh yeah, I'm the shit. It's like you really got to put in some effort, and you got to make some ties. You got to make some ends meet and build some bridges with people that can get you somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just come in commando all the time.
You answered your own question with that, dude.
You think I did?
Cause that's just cause that's what you got to do. You can't.
Hey, man.
You can't just be no like. I first started doing this shit, taking it serious, bro, on my own though in 14, late 14, early 15. You did.
Okay.
And I was known by motherfuckers in my neighborhood, obviously, where I grew up, and motherfuckers, through that little avenue, but it wasn't no major nothing. It wasn't nothing at all. I just started from literally just making fucking Facebook videos on my phone, just talking and spitting verses that I memorized in the joint and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You did. I got out just trying to just be heard. That's all I just had hella lyrics, hella verses, and I would just record myself and spit the motherfuckers and drop certain ones on Facebook, and the motherfucker just started just going crazy on me. And then motherfuckers noticed that I rapped and noticed whatever else, and that's when I was like, okay, cool. And it was getting a dope ass response. All my shit was in the tens of thousands of views and shit. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this shit serious. Why not? Shit. All right, if I could do it like this and just get that type of, let me do it like, yep. And then at first, it was just about, like I said, being heard. So I just packaged some shit, put it together, just STS, settle the score. That was my first initial anything, you know what I'm saying? And I put that shit out, packaged it, and I was working with who I was working with at the time, and you know what I'm saying? And just built it up from there, and shit hit, certain songs hit, certain shit was whatever, and we got booked and all the shit it was going.
So what do you think you were doing, though? Because you were doing shit right, obviously, for people to be fucking with you like that and for it to be well received. What do you think that you were doing to stay relevant, to have people like really fucking with you consistently like that? Like,
just
yeah,
doing it.
Just doing it.
Just doing it.
Just doing it. Okay.
Just doing it. Just really doing it, and it. The quality and the talent itself played a part in it, you know what I'm saying? And it's sticking. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody could just put out anything. You literally could record yourself and put out anything nowadays. So it ain't nothing to call yourself a rapper or a singer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really prove it through your work. If you got one song or 2 videos and you just been living off of them for the past whatever, then that is what that is, but you can't really consider yourself relevant or consider yourself, you know what I'm saying, a working artist. You like, it has to be a consistency there, and it has to be a what you call it, a rapport or like it got to be there, a discography or something. Like you got to have some type of work to prove that you really take this shit serious and you invested in yourself enough to be able to even be perceived by the people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more than just picking up a phone and shit. I got to a certain point with that shit, and when I decided to really take it serious, I had to step it up a whole nother notch. And that's when you gotta everything gotta be surrounded around that. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it, right? And you go how you go, and you earn whatever rep you earn through. It just come. I didn't ask for motherfuckers to like me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just motherfuckers just gravitated to my shit, and it's just cool. I don't know shit. I'm thankful for it for sure, because I could have been dead in the water. You know what I'm saying? And nobody would have gave 2 fucks about it. But obviously it's something. So shit, and it's growing. It ain't even stagnant. It's growing every day. I see the numbers, and I'm looking at this shit. I'm really a stickler on that shit. So I'm like, because I feel like it ain't no point to do it if you ain't growing. Honestly,
Exactly.
If you know what I'm saying? If it ain't sticking, if it ain't really working, you can't. Yeah, it ain't that easy.
The best way to plan for the future too is by looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
By just seeing what that's how you can tell like what strategy is working, what isn't working, what can I adjust.
Yeah, sure.
You can't be naive about that, you know what I mean? Especially if you're really seeking those, you're looking for those, those answers. It's like you got to look at what you're doing. You feel me? Pay attention to that shit. You know. So we would consider a relevant person just an active artist at the end of the day, pretty much. Just doing that shit, you know.
You got your following and you doing your show, whether they pay shows or whether you just booking yourself little gigs, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. If you working, you get towards your shit. That's what's gonna make you relevant. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Bottom line.
That's what's up, man.
Whether motherfucker love it or hate it, because if they hate it, they gonna talk about it too. It's gonna be all over the internet.
And in the streaming era, man, if a motherfucker hates your shit, I mean, they're still checking it out. You're still getting the stream. So at the end of the day, hey.
And even if they don't check it, they're hating to somebody about you. So
who's
your
gonna
words
check
get
it out?
spread.
There you go, man. It's all love at the end of the day. You feel me? Hip hop Seattle shit. But Cal, you gotta bring in this next one, man.
We talking about the cipher.
Some controversial shit for the town, man. Sheesh.
Talking about Lil Mosey showing out for the city.
Goddamn, I feel like the man. Freshman of the year, I woke up like the man. Never poppin' Zans, cause they killing me, damn. When you got it money, they be trying to be your friend. Okay, this a lame ass beat. Walk up on your bitch, my dick, 8 feet deep. Why he talking out his lip, he know ain't shit sweet. Ay, ay, yo block, I'm gon' sweet. Ay, ay, buzz down our regular face. What? Ay, chasing blues like the baby. What? Ay, swerving raw with cake. What? Jogged out, no I didn't graduate. Nah.
Now hot take, all right.
Hot take shit.
Hot take. This is a hot take, all right.
Keep it 1,000.
Let me give some backstory to the listeners first off, so they don't know what we're talking about. All right, so XXL, they usually have a cipher every year for the freshman list. Lil Mosey happened to be picked, and he was with the baby, Meg Thee Stallion, and Osiris YK.
Yeah, YK Osiris.
Yeah. Who, by the way, that was a trash performance. I don't know what the
By
fuck that
YK?
was. Yeah.
Very
That shit was
interesting.
So cringe. And I seen that nigga's videos before, so I was rooting for that nigga. I'm like, yo, he got some good music. He a young dude, you know. And then I'm like, yo, why he singing to me?
That is, I don't know.
They let Meg eat.
Meg went in.
They let Meg eat, and she ain't even say shit for real.
Yeah.
She was just
She just
flexing
with it.
the
She
whole
was
skill.
just really
flexing
on
the
her
skill.
shit, and you could tell she can't prepare the least.
Took it
Yeah,
serious.
exactly.
Took it serious.
She can't prepare.
Yeah.
So
The baby went in too,
oh
man.
Oh my god.
On fire, man. Rip that
I
shit.
knew that was gonna happen though. But
That's
this
of
thing about it,
course.
I'll keep it a bean about the baby too, bro. I fuck with him, but I feel like that pattern got to do. He got that pattern got to do something.
But you know
Remember
what?
them
You know what
hubba.
it is?
It's really dope, but
Our
yeah.
previous
It's dope.
discussion
It's
though,
dope.
It's very
And
dope.
he gases.
our previous discussion, we were talking about how do you learn what works? You look at the numbers, right?
Yeah, he can't.
His biggest song ended up being Suge.
Yeah.
I heard a couple of his records where he wasn't even using that flow, so I'm used to him presenting himself differently musically. So when I hear him, exactly what you're saying, past few songs, past few snippets is the exact same flow.
I wish you
past
knew
few
those songs.
features.
You can just say them right now. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
Yeah, I wish I had a list.
Sure.
I wish you could just pull the song.
Sure.
But-
anyway, I hear what you're saying.
But
Well,
you
let's
know,
get
he
on to
just noticing what works, and he's like, you know what? Let me run the bag on this first. Like, Migos did the same shit. They
Yeah,
don't
you
sound
right. That's a
now
valid
as good as
point.
back
That's
then.
facts.
Valid
That's
point.
facts. That's facts.
I mean, why switch it up? He's winning. His shit is still
That's
charting
facts.
crazy.
That's
Like it's the
facts.
number one thing
And
on
it's
Rap
like-
Caviar and all that shit.
And there's a plot behind that too, because if you think about it, if there's a style of yours that people are attracted to and they fuck with, how about let you be the one that runs that style out before somebody else runs and takes your shit?
That's hella true though.
You can have somebody else do
You got
what you were
T-Pain
doing
that
better
shit
than
running
you.
up, get hella billboard hits, make your millions, and
Yeah.
then motherfuckers come through and then just
Everybody was in it before him with the auto tune. Like, damn, I should have took my notes a little higher.
That's facts.
Everybody, bro.
That's facts, man.
But we got to get on to the mans from our town,
Alright,
dog.
so-
Lil Mosey.
So Mosey, all right, so back to my hot take.
Opened it up.
Back to my hot take. I enjoyed his verse.
Wow.
I enjoyed his verse.
Explain. And this is not disrespect. I just want to hear.
And
hear this.
no disrespect, but like Mosey, a young dude, he not from my generation.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
I'm used to my hip hop being a little more substance. You feel that shit in your ribs when you hear it. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be necessarily bar heavy, nothing like that. But there's just some genuineness behind the music.
Yeah.
Now, so Lil Mosey, I tried to get into his music before, but he from my little brother and stuff like that. Like that's who they vibe with.
This
So
nigga got a hell of a disclaimer. Anyway.
I already knew what I was expected to get. I'm trying to say. I know homie's not gonna come and spit no Talib Kweli verse. Who the fuck he trying to impress doing that? His audience gonna be like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to hear him talking about, I don't pop no Zans. They been killing me, damn. Because his fans really dying right now off the Zans. 15, 16-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? But back to the music. It was not impressive by any means. But I guess maybe it's because YK Osiris was right after him. So I was just kind of like, damn. You remember that episode of Family Guy where Meg got that one chick that was uglier than her and she was like, yo, stand next to me and I look like a bad bitch in comparison.
I didn't see that.
So you got
That
somebody
sounds
next to
crazy.
you looking so fucking ugly.
Damn.
A decent chick ends up looking pretty good.
Sheesh.
So
Yeah.
so I think that I kind of got that effect where I'm like, YK, I don't know what he was doing. So I was like,
Tap
at least
in.
Moses flowing.
Tap in, French.
Them niggas was ass, bro. I'm not hearing none of that shit. Both of them niggas was butt. Red butt cheeks. Just think about it. It ain't even no hate or nothing, cause he know it was that. He said
Yeah,
it
he said
himself,
himself.
bro.
He
He
did.
know it was ass. It ain't no.
That wasn't PR though. He didn't pull
whether-
a.
Hey man, that's
But
me.
hey, I
That's
respect
me.
it
That's
though. I
neither here
respect.
nor
I would do
there.
the same shit. Not even
You know what I'm
disrespect.
saying? But
Yeah.
Brett, yeah, he know he could have came. He should have came harder on that shit. He should have at
What's
least
that?
came prepared, bro. Like
This is just my whole
saying?
thing. It's not. He
But-
could have said the exact same shit with more effort
But
and just
when
more
have you
life.
heard
and-
Mosey speak with effort? Every
Bro,
interview
what the
he
fuck
got,
are
he
you
sound
talking
like
about, bro? He has his hits. He sounds dope. I fuck with his records. I fuck with him.
my nigga engineer.
It's
can
just
do-
that if we're gonna champion him when he's doing great, we champion him. But when he does
What
fuck up,
song
we gotta
that he
hold him
got
accountable,
energy?
bro.
What
You
song
went
he got energy on, bro. Every song I heard of Mosey, he sound like he half asleep.
this nigga now is sneak dissing.
No, that's a fact. That's his flow. Like Currency sound like my nigga's geek as fuck every time he
I'm
rap.
just trolling right now. No, on some real ass shit though. I'm just keeping
That's
it
what
real.
you gotta do when
You're
play
going to something
Mosey.
called the XXL
Mosey.
freshman thing. You know what the fuck this is. At least come through with something dope. You know, it doesn't have to be lyrical. Just come with some fire shit. I feel like you dropped the ball on that. That's
Yeah.
all it
You
is.
dropped the
I feel like when
B-mode.
people are already saying one thing, you could have came through and just really said some shit that like could have like put you in a whole different lane. That's all I'm saying.
It didn't
bro.
help that he dissed the beat too, because the beat.
He
was-
dissed
it
the
was-
beat.
I was fucking with
He
the
got
beat.
the bag though.
fucking with the beat.
That's what he gonna say. You know that's what.
As
they
an
all-
artist, I
Everybody
know
goes to
Mosey.
That's what they all
That
gonna resort
default.
to. You got the bag. I got
Yeah.
the bag.
Bro, as an
Yeah.
artist, for
Yeah.
sure, even if he got the bag, I know deep down inside he wish he did a little bit better on that. shit. As an
Yes.
artist, for real, I know he's really feeling that
You
shit.
know how I know that's facts, because when Meg and when the baby is rapping,
They
if you look at this nigga's face,
Yeah,
he
bro,
literally
crazy.
he like nodded and he's like,
He's like,
damn,
fuck,
crazy.
bro, I want to go right
Like,
back in and
damn.
go try that again.
Looking stupid. Looking
Yo, you
goofy.
you seen him step on the stand afterwards because he was feeling small.
Like nigga, why you
He
even?
had to step on the little
Fuck,
counter.
bro, you could have just came through and just
and
did
you
some
repping.
shit.
Then on top of that, bro. Then on
Repping the
top of that,
town.
you repping the.
They're already
fucking
shitting on the town, dog. And you
Care
went and
about
did
that.
that.
I don't care about nothing else. You're representing the town. I don't even give a fuck about the fact that you own or none of that.
Right.
You representing Seattle,
ass.
nigga.
Real talk.
Period. Because all they see is Seattle. They don't know the specifics. They don't know that you ain't really from here.
And said, only
all
thing,
that
man,
extra
yeah.
shit,
in
ah,
hip
da,
hop,
da, da,
All
all
in
the
that
hip-hop
details,
court.
They're not looking at details. Yeah.
hip hop court, you did diss the whole fucking. You know what I
Come
mean?
on, come
Hey,
on.
you don't have the city to back you up
Come
on
on.
it because you dissed the whole fucking town.
Come on, man.
Even if he didn't diss the
I
town, that
forgive
never
you.
happened though. The city would never back this verse.
It wouldn't have
If
been
that
as
happened, that
fucking
never
crazy
happened, we
though.
wouldn't back this verse.
It wouldn't have been as fucking like just like.
No, we still got it
Real.
crazy.
Matter of
You
fact.
got a point.
Even if
Who
we were
knows?
fucking with him, because then we'd be like, come on, nigga, like little nigga, we fuck with you. Come on.
Did we give a fuck when somebody else? When Iggy did the whack verse, I guess we kind of
Iggy
talked
not
about it.
from anywhere where I'm from, so I could. give a
There's
rat's
been
ass
other
about Iggy.
whack verses though that we didn't blow out of proportion. It's just because of this shit is just
I don't
wild,
think this
bro.
is blown out of proportion. I think this is just this is a
It
Washington
hits home.
topic. This
It
is specific
hits
to why we're
home.
talking about it.
I just hope it's not because of the money, dog.
You know that. That's all
Don't
you
let the
gonna
money
say.
fucking let you just
I
get.
got the bag.
The art
Yeah.
got you there, bro. That's all I'm saying, fam. We still fuck with you though, man. But we gotta hold you accountable. That verse was pretty. Yeah.
And it's just about the verse. Don't see this or
Yeah,
hear this and think
exactly.
Frenchie
No,
on
just
some
the
hate
verse.
shit. Or no, Frenchie don't lie. It ain't even about none of that, man.
Nah.
It's just I'm talking
Hip
about
Hop
ask
Seattle
a
is in
question
support.
and I
Lil
answer the
Mosey.
question. Period. You know what I mean?
Let's get on to some town shit, man. Frenchyoso, first and foremost, Apply Pressure, man. New album out right now, going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Let's get on that right now. Off the
Absolutely.
rip, the intro, Apply
Yo,
Pressure,
the intro.
sets the tone about how the fuck it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Bars,
yeah.
didn't waste a single bar. The beat's great. It's master. It sounds great. It fucking, you can play it in the car or whatever the fuck. And then the second track is RDM. Is that what the second track is?
Yeah, that's my favorite track off the project.
What's your, that's your favorite track off the project? What's
Yeah.
your favorite track? This is your album, man. Like,
Man,
Just
listen,
talk your shit right now, man.
All of them.
every single track.
I ain't got no favorites, man. All of them. You
Yeah,
turn that motherfucker on, I'ma
They,
rock with it.
they are your children.
Me.
They are your children
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
don't choose favorites in your children.
Everyone equal.
Yeah.
You know?
So we got the Apply Pressure. We're gonna go into Apply Pressure a little later, but then we got the Cam the Mac album came out.
More than a
More
Mac.
Than a Mac.
Absolutely.
Just had his release party, Baltic, you know. And then we got the Macintosh project, Trappy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, shouts to
Yeah.
that,
So that's
shouts
two
to
projects
that,
right
yeah.
there, you know, Trappy Gilmore and you feel me, More Than a Mac. Those are definitely
I met
projects
bro
to check
here
out.
too. I met bro here the day of my listening party.
Oh, for real?
Macintosh.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
for
met
sure.
bro
Yeah,
here.
man. Shout out Macintosh,
Mhm.
friend of the show, for sure. And Cruise Control by Dose. Is that how we say your name? And don't want to disrespect, but Dose, is that Cruise Control?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
If it's pronounced any other way, that's gonna be crazy.
That is gonna be crazy.
Some nigga say
Dose
the name
could be
Dose.
Dose, but whatever it is, that's it looks dope aesthetically on the paper. It looks cool.
Yeah, dollar sign.
Yeah, it looks
It's always
dope as
attractive
fuck.
when you see a dollar
So
sign.
new album out, check
Yeah.
that out. And Don't Sleep, PG Pure Gift.
Yeah.
It's on the SoundCloud, man. Check that shit out. Run the numbers up on that, man.
Surely.
I haven't heard it just yet, but I'm hearing really good things about it. So you guys go fucking bump that.
Surely.
You know.
Shouts
Yeah,
to the gang,
PG
man.
bodied the RDM be my favorite track. He got the
There we go.
feature verse on that shit, and he bodied that shit.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely.
Features, man. The town's going crazy, man. That's why it's 5 projects. Which one of these projects have you guys heard all of these projects yet? Obviously, we already heard that. We heard the Frenchyoso for sure. We heard
I
that.
haven't heard
We
the
did-
Macintosh yet.
haven't heard the
I
Macintosh.
heard
I
the
haven't gotten all the way
Macintosh.
through the Macintosh just yet.
I think I think I only seen the records that he dropped the video for.
The videos for.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Banana Republic and all those joints.
But I was fucking with Banana Republic. Yo, he put a little contest out where he said he put like a empty slot on the verse, and he said somebody send me a verse, and then he was gonna
Where did
do
he
that
say
as a
this at?
remix. I seen this shit back. So I remember I was too lazy to do anything about it, but I was like, yeah.
You seen that verse drop? You seen that verse drop? Yeah. You seen that
man.
verse? And you be going, bro, on Instagram and shit. I be seeing you.
I
Bro.
appreciate you, bro.
I be seeing you, bro.
The rare
What
verses,
you be
man.
doing?
Cal's
On
like
occasion,
throwing in,
on
man.
occasion.
Yeah, bro. I be
Exclusive
seeing you.
shit, man.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
So we got those. Definitely check out those albums. You feel me? And we got to talk about some more stuff regarding the city, and regarding the fucking state of the world, I guess, and hip hop and everything in it.
City update. So we're gonna call the segment.
What do you want to call it?
We're gonna call the segment the city update.
City update. Yeah, with your boy Miss High Definition, Cal Naughty,
The CU.
featuring the man Frenchyoso. So we're gonna say this right now. I want you to introduce this, and I want your first take on this, Cal.
Oh, just because it's been a hot boy summer.
Is that what we're calling that too?
We're calling it when niggas
Hot boy
get,
summer,
when niggas get
the city girl shit.
let
I
the
don't really know what
occasional
fuck
heat
that
get
is
to him.
really,
No,
man.
in all seriousness though, recently we have had a spike in the amount of violence and violence-related deaths in the city. I feel like that's something that got to be discussed and talked about. I mean, it goes without saying that most places around the world are gonna have things go down and people have situations happen, and on occasion, unfortunately, somebody passes away. But just think about what you can do with your time, my nigga. Like, you can be out here living lavish. Like, go get some money. Don't worry about what another nigga's doing. Don't let your emotions get tied to somebody else. You got your future in your hands. So when you let somebody's words, when you let somebody's emotions affect how your actions happen, you basically saying they won. You're basically saying that I'm pussy, and you could have control over me.
You know what I'm saying, bro? It's a funny thing, and I'm just now thinking of that. Cause I done said it too plenty of times, but like that go get some money shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell them like go get some money, nigga, like do something, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's like almost a insult or like a bad thing, bro. Cause like, if I got motherfucking, if I feel like if I'm trying to steer a motherfucker in the right direction, bro, I'ma do some shit like teach him something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, give him insight on some shit that I got going on. Or like, if it's already M&T with me, I'm a business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for anything that's creative in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything creative to bring to the table, whether that be a damn computer with some whatever, whether that be a camera, whether that be a whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I notice it, and I know that you 1 foot in and 1 foot out with this shit, I'm gonna try to curb it to where
you pursue it.
You pursue that.
It's a benefit for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what could grow from that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'll be like, I used to be quick to say that shit like, you motherfuckers is bored, go get some money or something. Like, nigga, now you really, we need to be telling them go get some goals. You know what I'm saying? We need to be telling them go get some responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the money gonna be there.
Exactly.
Regardless. And in a minute, it ain't gonna be there. It's gonna be all gold currency anyway. And that's a whole nother topic. But you know,
shit.
yeah, all the shit type shit. Yeah, I approach this shit at all angles. Motherfuckers don't really know how intellectual I am as a person, bro.
Speak on that.
Under all this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm up there for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of shit you just can't get past me, and I just think about shit different. So like I said, a motherfucker gotta have goals before anything.
That's
you gotta have responsibilities before anything. You gotta have motivation. My son is my main 90% of my motivation, bro.
There you go.
My whole goal is to get him set for life. I ain't worried about me no more.
Right.
You did? Cause it's like I'm gonna do this shit. But while he's still up under me and living and breathing, he gotta be set, and that's my whole mind right now. I gotta make investments for the future. That's what I'm trying to. That's goals. That's real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about who doing what or who saying what or who. Cause I done heard plenty of shit. I hear new shit about me every day that I never knew in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, bro. Like I wake up to rumors and shit every single day, literally. Yeah. And it's like, damn, bro. It come with the territory, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. I just
the
keep
bitterness.
pushing. Yo, once you so focused on your goals, all that shit go out the window, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Nothing gonna phase you.
You can't pay attention to it. Cause
Yeah.
if you do, you gonna slip and fuck off what you really need to be doing.
Yeah.
I'm out of that. We gotta really push.
That's some great advice right there. That's real shit though.
Gotta curb a lot of the violence, cause what time you got to be for the motherfucker when you already, you know what I'm saying,
when
doing
you
what you gotta do,
doing your stuff.
you focused on it and you working and you really handling your business. You ain't got time to be out here beefing and looking for motherfuckers.
Facts.
You got to be getting to these meetings and these interviews and these podcasts and these all the, you know what I'm saying. You got to be moving around and. You know, you got bills to pay. You got shit to keep uphold. You know what I'm saying? You ain't worried about being out here beefing and looking for nigga.
For what?
Renting, you know what I'm saying? And standing on the block all day and whatever else that's going to lead to nothing and lead to penitentiary walls and graveyards, bro. That's the only outcomes with this shit, bro. So whenever I do get a chance, I just put some shit on Facebook not too long ago when one of my young partners had hit me up and he was like on Snapchat and he was like, man, bro, I want you to be my big homie, bro. I'm trying to get on some shit, bro. Like, I'm in this street shit too and da-da-da-da-da. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to hip him like, bro, it ain't even about none of that. Like, you approaching me with the wrong angle if that's what you want, because I'm not nowhere near out here, bro. I'm going to disappoint you if you thought that's what it was, honestly, because, nigga, I'm focused on what I got to do, bro. I'm not living for nobody but me and my son and my family, bro. I can't be out here moving around. So if you want to get in, it's gonna have to be a whole different approach. We on some growth and development type shit. We really trying to curb the motherfucking future, and we really trying to break the motherfucking cycles. You dig? Like it's a different thing with me. I'm trying to do it and really do it, bro. Like I don't know, these motherfuckers just be trying to just be I don't know, the image. They just want the image.
They want to look. They have to look, but
they just
nothing
want to
behind
look.
it. Yeah.
They don't want the substance of this shit no more.
Exactly, bro.
That's like
taking the shortcuts and
just want
stuff.
to look.
You know?
Substitute crab.
It's so easy now.
Substitute
It's
crab.
Yeah, substitute crab ass nigga, because you know substitute crab is it's just like fish.
Well, damn.
Like crab flavor.
Oh yeah, the
that's
imitation.
What I always think. Imitation crab.
Imitation, yeah, for sure. Me, bro, that's how it is, though, man. You got to have that substance with you.
Yeah.
You got to have that, because that's the only way to.
That's
really
what's gonna
get
keep people fucking with you, though, man. People got to hear some shit that they relate to. We talk about that shit a lot. You feel me? And in your music, you talk about a lot of that kind of stuff as well. And to go on to your music and what you got going on, you had a album release party here, Studio Sage. that was popping? Any you want to give any insight on that shit for people that didn't get to go?
It
was lit, I heard.
And a lot of motherfuckers was pissed off when they seen the flicks and shit I had put out and all the shit. But that was invite only. I could only do so much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was lit for sure. We was in there, man, juiced up and shit. We had all the liquor going and the weed going, and we was just big cooling, man. And
how'd you guys structure? Did you guys just play the songs from one all the way through?
Pretty much.
Kind of talk about each song a little bit.
In the beginning, when everybody got here, it was more like a kickback feel. You know what I'm saying? We had popular joints going on the stream and shit, and we was just smoking, getting right, waiting for everybody to get here and shit. And once everybody tuned in, we just sat up in there and ran through them. I had DJ Yaddy. Shout out to my DJ Yaddy.
Shout out DJ Yaddy.
DJ Yaddy, you know what I'm talking about? She was up in there on them shits and going crazy. And yeah, we just ran it like that. And I gave a little brief explanation of the songs and why I made them and shit like that before they played. And
that's dope as fuck.
It was good commentary.
So you feel like having these release parties, you feel like you get closer to the fans and closer to your supporters to really kind of like really see you in your element, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So, that's dope.
That's the main purpose of the shit.
Exactly.
So just to make them more comfortable with pressing share.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or pressing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or just being real support. Because if I go out of my way to invite you to what I do, you know what I'm saying? I feel like
some real shit.
And you follow through with it, obviously, it's a mutual thing, so. Yeah, man.
I mean, so going into it, like, how do you decide to, like, you talk about different things and you give different vibes, but as far as, like, relationships and stuff like that, or as far as, like, your songs that, because a lot of them, like, you bar out the songs you going in, and you have the other songs with some substance, just like, speaking to a lady or whatever the fuck. Like, speak on that. Like, how do you get in the mood for that? How do you like, when you're in the studio and all that shit, like, how do these records come with beat?
Vibes, man. Honestly, the music itself, it just comes. You know what I'm saying? I could be fucking, bro. I was literally just at the house on 2K, and I wasn't even halfway through with writing for the whole album. I was at the house on the 2K, and I had the instrumentals going in the background while I was going, and I just said whatever sounded hot, I just saved it, right? And then I went back, probably had like 5 of them, and then when I went back, I got off the 2K and I made hooks to every single one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Okay.
Literally, and they all came back to back. And then I would do this shit, like I would do this shit just every other day or just whatever. I would just do this. So I still got dumb, but all the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just got shit, and it's like I'm picking what needs to do and what needs to, And then I'm remembering, I got this too already, and you know what I'm saying? So I just put it all together, and it came out how it came out, motherfucking. It wasn't really a thing that I set out to do. Okay, well, let me make a song for the girls now, and let me make a song for my mom, or let me make a song for, you know what I'm saying? It just is how it came out. I heard the beats that like that Mama Fire shit. You know what I'm saying? I heard that beat.
What producers were you fucking with on this album? You want to shout him Spaz on the beat? Shout Spaz on the beat.
Shout my dog Spaz on the beat. Don't play with him. Shouts to my dog P White since the beginning. Yeah, RDM, all this shit. Yeah, Pop Underground, all that.
Okay.
Fucking Bass Kids. Shout to Bass Kids.
Bass Kids.
God damn it. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
And features. Who'd you have special guests on the album?
Shit. Who we got? We got Mike Jack.
My Jack.
Dog. We got Mafi D, my dog. We got Holly Michelle, the one and only. We got my dog PG on that thing. Okay. My dog White Sick on that thing. Yeah.
Shout out White Sick.
Yeah, for sure. Who else we got? Is that it?
That's good right there.
I think that might be it.
Okay.
I think that might be it. Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. So how long did it take you to get all these songs together for this album? How long do you think it took you to make this album? Apply pressure.
Man. When I finally decided to make it, it didn't really take long at all. It probably took like 3 months.
3 months of just straight up, just like writing, recording.
Okay. And yeah.
And did you know you wanted to call it apply pressure from the jump, or did you have an idea of the artwork or where the fuck you going with it?
The first interview I did here, it was in there. Yeah. And then that's when I said it publicly for the first time. In that interview, I was like, I'm about to drop in a little minute, apply pressure. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's how.
And I think I think it was like a different. Was it a different name, or it wasn't a different name? It was like a different way of saying it though. I don't think it was applied pressure. I think it was like, I don't know. I forget. It might have been. I don't know. I might be high. But motherfucker, I don't know. But yeah, I just know that interview though. That's when I let it be known that I was finna start, bearing down on it. And then I say, like 2.5, 3 months after that, bro. I had everything ready and just it was all about the business side after that. You know what I'm saying? Getting the shit ready and all the shit. So yeah,
that's dope as fuck, man.
That shit was cool, man. That whole process was it was a journey for real, bro, from start to finish. Everything involved and all the investments and everything sacrificed and everything, gained and then everything lost. And then it's just like, it's a roller coaster with this shit, bro. But
it's the peak right there when you drop that out. And people finally
that's
like,
what
I went
it is,
through all
man.
this.
That's what it is, man. And you just put it out and let it do what it do. And that's all I've been doing, man. I ain't putting pressure on nobody. I'm applying pressure, but I ain't putting pressure on them. I ain't gonna force it on you. You know what I'm saying? And the numbers are showing. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I said I wasn't gonna make no hard copies until a certain time after I feel like it's,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really see the growth from it. Then I'll let out the little limited amount. But right now I want to see all that shit. I want to see that support, and I want to see that and really feel that love and see them daily growth numbers and who's sharing it and who doing what. Analytics is a must with me. I'm gonna say that again. I'm a stickler with the numbers. I'm a stickler with this phone. I'm gonna really get up in there in that computer. I'm gonna get up in there and all the shit. Only thing I don't know how to do is edit photos and all that extra crazy shit, make beats and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't do all that shit, but yeah, bro.
But speaking of time, what about that the Mafi D collab tape? Any sequel or anything coming in the future? What's good with that? That's something that could happen.
That is about to be a beast. That's happening for sure.
That's happening for sure.
That's happening for sure. That Mafioso too. That's happening for sure. Absolutely. Motherfucking the first one was a beast, but this one's gonna be a beast.
You guys are going there. This is after everything you guys both put out the projects. Both put out.
Man, that was the plan. That was the plan. You know what I'm saying? That was the plan. Just so that, because Mafioso was both of our peaks at that moment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just off of the numbers in the shit alone, like, and what's happened off of that project alone, like, that was definitely both of our like higher moments. You know what I'm saying? We both started off the same way, through the mud, and just trying to wiggle our way through shit and figure out what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And we met up again at a certain time when we had our feet up under us and this shit, and was kind of established in the city, and could, book them shows and all the shit, and it was good. So it was like, let's do it. Fuck it, it's time. You know what I'm saying? Put it together, and then it did exactly what motherfuckers thought it was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And it's Mafioso too, bro.
Mafioso too. You heard it here, man.
Clutch time.
For sure.
I'm gonna tell y'all now, like 5 years from now, when we looking back, same way me and Mansa was looking back at the videos from like 2010, 2011 from all the OGs, that shit is a timeless record. That video is a timeless video off everything. That was actually the first time I came across y'all when we were doing research for like who's getting shit going on. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And they local.
And that's the reaction, man, right there.
Like,
That's
for
what's
real?
up.
Yeah, man.
This guy knows, before we had you up, I was like, yo, man, we get Frenchyoso up in this bitch. Man. Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
That's love though, man. Y'all have been fucking with me from the beginning of this shit though, for real. Like, motherfucking, whenever I first linked up with y'all and shit, it was love from the jump. Hell yeah, we can work. All this shit.
We just appreciate artistry at the end of the day. We fans of music, bottom line. So when somebody got some shit jumping, it's like, how you not gonna stand behind that?
Yeah, man. A lot of a lot of motherfuckers can't do that.
Oh, it's hard.
And yeah, we could talk about it too, because a lot of motherfuckers don't like to spread love.
Talk about it.
It's simple, bruh. It is simple, my nigga. Like, I feel like Seattle could have been popping, could have been on, bro, way before I started taking this shit serious. Way before a lot of motherfuckers, bro. Like, if it wasn't so divided here, bro. Like, god damn, everybody is just for them and they own, and that's cool. But that's only gonna get that's obviously gonna get motherfuckers to a certain plateau or a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna do too much off of that.
Exactly.
You going and you might be booking shows out of state. You might be booking shows out the country. Shit.
It's like
you
there's a level cap.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cap though. Like, you gonna hit that ceiling, bro. Like,
can't go about it.
And I don't know if it got to do with pride. I don't know if it got to do with politics. I don't know if it got to do with street whatever. But
it's a mixed bag, I guess, bro. Nobody can figure this shit out.
It's bad though, bro. It's bad. Like, it's bad to the point where it's too many motherfuckers that got actual talent, bro.
Straight up. That
should really be in different positions, man, for real. And it's like, goddamn, and I'm even just speaking on myself, and I hate to. I always say that because I don't like to make it seem like I'm just the one or the greatest, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even speaking on me. Like, I'm speaking on the actual other. Like, we got real talent here, bro. Like,
most definitely.
For real, that I would co-sign in a heartbeat. So 100%. It'd be like, nigga, like, why? What is it? And they be like, you know, you got to think about this shit, bro. Like, what you willing to sacrifice to get on? You willing to sacrifice your city being against you? Or are they against you from the beginning anyway? That's how you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the battle motherfuckers fight with this shit, because it's like, nigga, motherfuckers say they behind me, but then the numbers. But a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Or motherfucker, like, I got a whole project out, and, bro, I'd probably say, like, it's probably like a handful of people, bro, that I would have expected to have acknowledged it, that haven't even breathed at it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about that right now, bro. That's some real shit you about to that you saying right now.
Yeah, I'm saying, and it ain't no. I don't never take it as shade. I don't never take it as no malicious shit. Like, I don't never take it the wrong way, because I'm a grown man at the end of the day, bro. And nobody's opinion is gonna stop anything I'm doing.
Facts.
And nobody's shade or nobody's whatever is gonna stop anything I'm doing. So I'm not even finna get my energy invested in that shit in that type of way. What I am gonna do though is notice it. You know what I'm saying? What I am gonna do is speak on it when it's time. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers like to sweep shit under the rug like it ain't happening, bro. This shit is happening. Yeah. These motherfuckers is just literally just looking at shit from a distance, bro. Like, a motherfucker will literally watch your whole video. Man, bro, you don't know how many motherfuckers I done met that as soon as I see them, oh, bro, that apply pressure is dope, blah, blah, blah. And they ain't made no type of nothing. I ain't seen nothing, bro. No, not even that it matters. I'm just talking about not a like, not a share, not a nothing. I'm talking about. And as many of motherfuckers that have done it, you would think, okay, cool. That's why I said it's certain motherfuckers that I would just think off the muscle it was good. But like, damn, it's like that, man. Like, is it spicy because you don't want me to potentially blow, or is it spicy because you feel like I'm better than you, or is it spicy? I don't know why it's spicy. It's spicy McNugget though. It is. Motherfuckers is crazy, bro. Like, I don't got hate for nobody. I just made this post yesterday morning. I just woke up and just was in the spirit. Like,
this is the realest shit.
Let me put this shit out here, bro, because if motherfuckers don't know Frenchyo and how I feel about this shit, I'm going to put it out here, bro. I tagged every fucking single artist I could think of at the time. It ended up being like 70 motherfuckers damn near in one post on Facebook. Like, man, look, all you guys is going. I see you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never heard it from me personally, I see you. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like I ain't sharing your shit, if you feel like I ain't, or I might be a whatever trying to block your, or well, I don't know what the fuck motherfuckers be weird, bro. I don't know what motherfuckers be thinking, but I'm not off none of that, bro.
No agenda.
I'm trying to feed my son. That's my agenda. I'm trying to feed my kid, bro. Anything you guys is insecure about, anything you guys is whatever about, that's a personal problem. You're going to have to take that up with yourself, because I'm not here to please anybody.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real shit. I'm just saying, real though, shit. like motherfuckers like to, like I said, sweep shit under the rug, and this shit's just corny, bro. See a motherfucker in person, oh, bro, that shit's dope, though. Yeah, track for track, that shit's hard. Like, my nigga, damn, bro. You see a motherfucker, it's different smoke, it's different energy. Like, I don't know. I'm one of them type of people. I was raised in the golden era, which I really feel like is the real golden era. Not even the 80s, the 70s, none of that. The 90s. Exactly. I feel like that is when the real deal, pivotal turning point happened. For the world. For the world. You know what I'm saying? That, yeah. The 90s, bro. Like, that shit, it brought on a whole nother motherfucking, bro, this technology shit is crazy as fuck now, bro.
What we have now compared to
this
back then?
Is crazy
90s,
as fuck, bro.
Really, though. That's facts, bro.
It's crazy,
you gotta
bro.
Go back.
91. Real deal 90, baby,
Me
with
too.
this shit. I done seen every piece of that shit. So it's like, man, what the fuck, bro? I look at this shit now and be like, damn, bro.
What the fuck
this is really what it came to, because I'm not old enough to really say, oh, these young motherfuckers, but I'm not young enough to say, or just be with this shit and just be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we're in the perfect age group, bro.
Like,
we seen both sides, bro.
Yeah, bro, and it's crazy, bro. Motherfuckers don't want to acknowledge it. Motherfuckers don't want to acknowledge it, but that shit is a beast, bro. That internet is toxic as fuck, bro.
Very.
It is toxic, bro. If you get that shit to the wrong motherfucker, they can push the wrong agenda.
Niggas is watching your shit angry as fuck.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't even know this man, and you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just because another motherfucker. All right, bro, it's weird, bro. Like I said, I hear shit every day. The streets talk. And I hear how motherfuckers talk, and I hear how motherfuckers
just move
run
accordingly.
You
feel me? That's
you know
exactly what happens. It's
and
like
all I do is live righteous, bro. I go to this gym, I could be in the studio, and I be at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm on this road making my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And getting back to the crib. I don't know why motherfuckers I really be feeling like it's something like a dark cloud over me or something. Not a dark cloud over me, but not even in that sense. But it's like I be feeling like I don't know, bro. Motherfuckers,
You know you're gonna make it, right?
In my culture,
man, bro. I know this.
So they know that too. If you know, bro,
in my
and
culture,
you're living that, because you're a living testament, bro. Your album says it all. You listen to track 1, bro. It's like there's no, you know what I mean?
It's undeniable.
It's undeniable.
Yeah.
It's undeniable. Whatever you have to say, you cannot say. You can't just listen to that and be like, oh, this nigga can't rap, or this nigga's not serious, or this nigga's not. Can't do it. You'll be lying to yourself.
No angle you could approach at that shit and say.
So motherfuckers see
that
that shit and probably heard the shit back then that they maybe had said something about. They have too much pride to say, actually, I'm really fucking with this, but I've already hated on the niggas. So
yeah,
I can never tell this nigga I fuck with him. But I'm listening to everything he puts out and watching all his videos.
Bad, bro.
It's bad,
And I'm looking
bro.
up footage from a show to see him live. I'm not gonna go to the show
bro.
myself.
It's
Anyways,
bad,
bro, I just that's some shit that we're putting under the
It's
rug.
bad,
I'm just
bro.
keeping it real. That's just like the artist perspective as well. You know what I mean? Just to see that motherfuckers like, it is what it is. You know, artistry is artistry. You can't force everybody to fuck with you or listen to your music. But at the end of the day, there is a common courtesy sometimes, especially if you're putting yourself there. Like you're the one mentioning the album, but you're acting weird. Anyways. It's extra shit, bro. That's some real shit that I don't think anybody's ever talked about. I ain't never heard about this shit online anyway. Anyways, bro.
Man, like
I respect everything you said, though.
It's
Real
taboo.
shit.
It's taboo. Motherfuckers don't like to talk about it because they
too
just rather let the shit happen. I'm like, dog, that shit's creep shit, bro. At the end of the day, what the fuck?
True.
Why is you off that? At least just admit it and just tell me you don't like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have that honesty.
I'd rather
And
have
I just
that.
chill over here and
You know what I'm
over there
saying?
with
Like,
you.
come on, my nigga. Don't be corny when you see me at these shows and when you see me at these little functions and that's the only time I'm out. You ain't finna just catch me on no every single Saturday at no stage or no Baltic or none of that extra shit. I go when I perform and that's it, literally.
Right.
You dig? So you ain't gonna. And when you do, don't. If you know what it is, oh bro, what's it? Because I promise you, that's all I ever get, bro. I done been to shows where it was nothing but motherfuckers from the other side, and it ain't no knock to nobody, but everybody know I'm from South Seattle. You dig? And I done been to a show where for Mafi side, cause you know he's Central District, and that Mafioso shit put both of us together. So these shows that we've done definitely have had potential to go crazy as far as the crowd and as far as who all came with what we come with. You know what I'm saying? But that shit just never took off. That shit just never happened. It was everything has been all love. So anything that I'm hearing in the streets about what niggas is saying and about what niggas is pillow talking to these bitches about and what about all this extra shit, anything I'm hearing is beyond me. Because when I see people in person, it's never any smoke, it's never any energy. And I'm not out here on no tough guy shit. I'm not out here looking for it. You dig? I just, like I said, I notice everything, and I keep everything in the mental. When I hear some shit, somebody supposedly said somebody okay, well shit, when I see him, what it is, if it's up, it's up. If it ain't, it ain't. You dig? I don't know, bro. Motherfuckers really be thinking, I be hearing a lot of shit, bro. And like I said, I don't got no problem with nobody, bro. I ain't got no room to. I'm out here doing me. I'm focused on my goals, like I was just talking about. Like, I ain't
Apply that pressure, man.
Real pressure, bro. Real pressure, bro. Fuck all the goofy shit and all that extra shit, bro. Real pressure to life itself. We ain't just talking about music. Yeah.
But in closing, man, let the people know. You got anything upcoming you want to let people know about, or just shout out anything, bro?
Man, look, Mafioso too on the way. Be on the lookout for the official. You know, what you gonna say? Drop date and all that extra shit. Official announcement.
Debut, all that.
Looking out for that soon. Shit, I got my motherfucking video run. I'm finna drop. I got about 4 videos lined up. I'm finna pop. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, all the shit,
like
bro.
that.
Yeah, all the shit, bro. Pressure, really pressure. This shit, it ain't over by a long shot. I'm shooting the first one actually on the 3rd next month. That's gonna be with my guy Aaron Atwater. Shout out to Atwater.
That's the Jug Call?
Yeah, the
I
Jug
seen his
Call.
post on that,
Yeah. We gonna run with the Friday theme and all that shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be
We
crazy.
did the casting call. That shit. On me, that shit is lit. It's lit for sure. We gonna work that shit. But yeah, man, just be looking out, man. Stay tuned. I'm about to officially, let me say this on record too, just so it give me motivation to really do it. I'm about to really do this. I'm really about to do this game member YouTube channel. You did all the shit, cause I really be running that 2K shit, man, on that Xbox. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm really finna start streaming, and me and my niggas is really finna start streaming and all the shit. I really want to be the one to set the trend in the city as far as I could say popular local artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could say that. I want to be.
I
want to be the first one to branch outside the box with this shit. So I'm finna really get up on this game and shit and get the streaming on my Frenchyoso shit and really get it, popping this shit, man. You know what I'm talking about on that Xbox.
You can get on
Twitch?
Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch, all the shit. Shout
So
to
your
my brother.
2K
Hey, look,
game.
man, shout to my brother
Really going
LJ.
in.
Shout to my brother LJ for all the shit. You already know we gonna run it up. Yeah, man, it's good. We about to really do that though. That game members, man. Yeah, stay
So the
tuned.
2K skills is up there. Like
bruh,
it's
I'm
above
talking
par.
about
killing
I'm
the
talking
game.
about pass up there. I'm talking about we going crazy to crazy. I'm talking about Frenchyoso Loyal.
What's the team?
Tag name, Frenchyoso Loyal. All the shit. Yeah. My God,
Frenchyoso
man, me
Loyal.
and my nigga LJ, my nigga SK, all the shit. He running around too. He running around on that tour with Raz. Shout out to Raz
Oh, yeah?
Simone. He
Shout
on
out
that
Raz
tour with
Simone.
Raz Simone and him and Mozzie and him. My nigga
Let's
SK
go.
with the one arm. Yeah, he
all over the place.
The one arm bandit. He on the sticks with the one, literally one arm, bro. He running this shit
Like
on
that?
the sticks. All the shop talking
Oh,
about
shit.
yeah, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's
That's lit.
crazy.
Damn.
We about to run it up for sure. Oh, we gonna set that trend up. But yeah, man, stay tuned up. 100.
Man, a lot to look forward to. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, a lot to look forward to. It's been busy. I think it's gonna stay busy. We got a lot more stuff coming up.
Every week, man. I feel like everybody's working, bro. Everybody's working. It's really, I feel like the town's picking up the steam. Like in every sense of the word, bro. I really feel like people are really just going crazy right now, and I feel like it's only a matter of time. But we definitely have our own shit. Just like a family, anybody, there's always shit going on. We gotta fix some shit, and we still a work in progress. But I feel like we getting a little further than we did last year.
Yeah,
We was talking crazy last year. What the
yeah.
fuck's going on, dog? Every time I go, you know what I mean? But we're moving forward, bro. So, anyways, man, we appreciate you coming through to the
100%,
program, dog.
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giving us that energy,
Absolutely.
giving game and all that. I
Absolutely,
appreciate
man.
it.
Dropping jewels, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely cop that Apply Pressure album. Streaming
y'all
everywhere, man.
stream that,
Bump
stream
that
that,
shit.
stream
You
that.
All
won't
the shit, anywhere you
will
can
not be
find
disappointed.
Yo,
music.
and,
Anywhere you can find
and
music.
importantly, what y'all can do more to support is put these songs in a playlist.
There you go. That's actually the best
and,
thing you can
and share a
possibly
playlist because
Exactly.
people are not really gonna pick up a song, stream a song. But if you give them a playlist,
Yeah, they'll fuck with it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
for
definitely
sure.
add those songs in the playlist,
That's
man.
game,
Run it
that's
up,
game,
dog.
That's game.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, that's game. That's game.
There we
I'm
go,
with you.
man. Hip Hop Seattle, episode
man, we got
16.
episode 16, baby.
Yo, this
Yes,
shit
sir.
is lit. It's lit.
Boy, Mr. High Definition, Henry 100K.
Count Naughty.
Yes, Frenchyoso.
Thank y'all.
Get it.
Easy.
All right.
Now I was done for a minute, but I think I got the one and I feel it. Lil' baby is my gun and I'm drilling. I can't lie, can't fight this feeling. We started off just chilling. Ever since she put it on me, I'm addicted. Yeah, she got me throw it off, she got me tripping. I'm locked up like her love. Can't keep my hands off her. Gotta take my chance on her. Gotta put romance on her. And now I got her where I want her. Can't keep my hands off her. Gotta take my chance on her. Gotta put romance on her. And now I got her where I want her. Thought I was done with relationships. Thought I wasn't one for relationships. But she got my heart, I can't take this shit. And she keeps calling, she keeps calling, she keeps calling. I was done with relationships. Thought I wasn't one for relationships. But she got my heart, I can't take this shit. And she keeps calling, she keeps calling, she keeps calling. Let me rewind for a minute. Hold on, let me get behind for a minute. Hold on, let me take my time for a minute. Throw it back while I grind for a minute. You know it's mine when I'm in it. Call me daddy every time when I'm in it. Don't text me, I can't reply when I'm in it. Round after round, we won't ever fail. Really stop with her. Tell the truth, I really fuck with her. I'ma spend a couple bucks on her. Cause now she got me where she want me. Yeah, I'm really stuck